Wangxian Rebellion Record. Chapter 1. Go back 20 years. The sky was like ink, and the low-level Xian Zhao Xiaochen squatted in front of the dilapidated hut, looking at the majestic Wangsuan mountains in the distance. He clenched his fists, his heart full of regret. For the past 20 years, he was just an insignificant low-level mysterious person, watching countless strong people rise in secret realms and holy places, leaving legends behind, but he had never even had a trace of opportunity. Suddenly, a mysterious light fell from the sky, and the entire heaven and earth seemed to freeze. Xiao Chen felt a stirring in his heart, and a low and loud voice sounded in his ears, "Do it all over again to make up for your past shortcomings." When the light dissipated, he opened his eyes and found himself back 20 years ago. The familiar and unfamiliar Wangsuan continent was at the starting point of its most prosperity. "In this life, I want to break through the peak and overlook all living beings." He made an oath in a low voice, his eyes burning like fire. Chapter 2. The Anger of the Low-Level Misters. Xiao Chen, who went back to the past, first faced the humble life of the low-level mister. He is still the most inconspicuous existence in the village, and is often teased and despised by his fellow disciples. But this time, his heart and eyes were different. "I'm no longer a nobody," he told himself secretly. He began to deliberately observe the cultivation methods, secret realm laws, and mysteries of each cultivator, and kept all the experience of 20 years in his heart. The senior brothers and sisters in the village were still laughing at him, but he sneered in his heart, "When I really rise, you will all kneel in front of me." Chapter 3. Encountering a strange secret realm. One day, Xiao Chen stumbled upon a hidden cave at the foot of the mountain, and the entrance of the cave emitted a faint blue light. He walked in cautiously, and the cave was actually a different space, and the air was full of ancient aura. In the cave, he saw a stone tablet with a shimmering inscription that read, "The choices made 20 years ago determine the pinnacle of the future." There was a crystal core under the stone tablet. Xiao Chen stretched out his hand to touch it, and his whole body instantly boiled with spiritual power. His low-level mysterious power increased several times in just a few quarters of an hour, and even had a tendency to break the norm. He smiled secretly in his heart, "I didn't expect that fate really gave me a second chance." Chapter 4. Preliminary Trial Training. Xiao Chen started a new cultivation plan. He guided himself with 20 years of experience. Past failures and regrets have now turned into the most precious nutrients. Every day at dawn, he steps into the land of spiritual veins and absorbs the spiritual energy of heaven and earth. At night, he operated his mind and integrated the formula into his body. In just 1 month, his cultivation has far surpassed that of his peers. The senior brothers and sisters in the village were extremely surprised. "Xiao Chen, how did your cultivation improve so quickly?" Xiao Chen just smiled slightly, but his eyes were as sharp as cold stars. "This is just the beginning." Chapter 5. The First Trial. The spirit beast forest near the village suddenly rioted, and the low-level misters were forced to participate in the demon suppression trial. Xiao Chen realized that this was the best opportunity to hone himself. He went deep into the forest. His aura was extremely strong, and dangers lurked. A 9-tailed spirit fox suddenly appeared. Its tail swept out like flames, and instantly burned the trees. Xiao Chen sneered, running the newly learned exercises. His figure flashed like a streamer, dodging the attack, and defeating the spirit fox with his backhand. The village elders witnessed it with their own eyes and nodded repeatedly. "This child is extraordinary." Chapter 6. Strange People. In a secret realm, Xiao Chen stumbles upon a mysterious cultivator, clad in a purple robe and wielding an ancient sword. He calls himself Feng Wuhen, hailing from an ancient clan in the northern territory, possessing unfathomable strength. Feng Wuhen observed Xiao Chen for a moment and praised, "You are different from mortals. 20 years of experience allows you to see a lot at this age." He taught Xiao Chen an ancient mental method, which could quickly improve the efficiency of spiritual power operation, but the cultivation process was extremely dangerous, and the slightest carelessness would destroy the body. Xiao Chen did not hesitate, took over the mental method, and secretly made up his mind, "This time, I want to surpass everything." underscore 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 un. Chapter 7 The Undercurrent of Conspiracy. Just as Xiao Chen was in the midst of cultivation, the strong people of the Wangsuan continent also began to notice his existence. He was once low level, but now he has attracted the jealousy and fear of the strong. The genius disciple of the ancient clan of the northern regions, Ming Shat, secretly monitored Xiao Chen and said in his heart, "This young man is so amazing, if he is allowed to grow, I am afraid he will soon cover the entire continent." The underworld temple designed various traps to try to stop Xiao Chen, from the spirit beast forest to the exit of the secret realm, all of which were plotted. But Xiao Chen can always turn danger into safety, and every crisis has greatly increased his strength. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 8 The First Sect. After Xiao Chen went through several secret realm tests, he was finally accepted by a small sect, King Yun sect. After he entered, he became a genius disciple and began to receive systematic cultivation. Within the sect, the elders looked at him with admiration. This child has extraordinary qualifications, and I am afraid he will be able to shake the mainland in the future. Xiao Chen smiled secretly in his heart. This time, I am no longer just a bystander. He began to secretly observe the masters and secret realms in the sect, planning to rise step by step in the future. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 9 The Journey to the Secret Realm. The sect opens an ancient secret realm every 10 years, and only elite disciples can enter. Xiao Chen was selected as the first place. The spiritual energy in the secret realm was extremely strong, and there were even unknown spirit beasts and ancient magic circles. During an expedition, he stumbled upon an ancient soul crystal containing ancient swordsmanship. The swordsmanship is amazingly powerful enough to challenge any master on the continent. Xiao Chen secretly swore in his heart, 20 years later, I will master the power I have never had, this time. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 10 The Beginning of Swordsmanship. The cultivation of the soul crystal swordsmanship is extremely difficult, and the slightest mistake will damage the meridians. Xiao Chen worked day and night, holding the sword technique, running his mind method, and his blood and spiritual power were intertwined into flames. In just 1 month, his swordsmanship was just starting, and his shots were already fierce and murderous. The senior brothers and sisters in the village could no longer depict him, and some even secretly retreated. Xiao Chen looked into the distance. The peak powerhouses of the 10,000 mystery continent were like clouds, but at this moment he only had one thought in his heart: I want to become the strongest and overlook all life. Chapter 11 Genius Showdown. After joining the sect, Xiao Chen was assigned a duel with King Yun sect's talented disciple, Han Xiao. Han Xiao's attacks were as swift as the wind, his moves swift and fierce. Each strike carried a surge of spiritual energy, enough to devastate half a mountain or forest. Xiao Chen operated the soul crystal swordsmanship, his body flashing like a streamer, dodging every attack. The two fought for hundreds of rounds, and the mountains and forests were trampled into ruins, and the spiritual energy was stirred up. Han Xiao said coldly, "Boy, can you last so long?" Xiao Chen sneered at the corner of his mouth, "It's still very early." He suddenly made a move, red flame sword shadow, forcing Han Xiao to retreat a few steps, shocking the elders in the sect for the first time. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 12 Ancient Spiritual Veins. Legend within the King Yun sect said that there was an ancient spiritual vein that no one had dared to enter for hundreds of years. Xiao Chen secretly investigated and found that the spiritual vein contained ancient mysterious energy, which could quickly improve his cultivation. He sneaked in at night. The spiritual veins were filled with strange light, and the space twisted and turned like a maze. On the way, he encountered the guardian spirit beast, a silver-armored phoenix. The phoenix's eyes were sharp, and its feathers shone with silver light. Xiao Chen did not retreat, but advanced, fighting the phoenix with the soul crystal sword technique. The flash of the sword and the feathers of the flames intertwined, and the space shook. Finally, he broke through the phoenix's defenses and entered the depths of the spiritual veins, absorbing the ancient spiritual energy. His cultivation greatly increased, and his aura was as fierce as a god. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 13 The Mysterious Companion. In the spiritual vein, Xiao Chen rescued a mysterious girl Yingli. Yingli's background is unknown, she has the ability to manipulate shadows, has extremely high spiritual power, but has a cold personality. Yingli said coldly, "You shouldn't step here." Xiao Chen smiled, "But I just don't take the usual path." The two left the spiritual vein together, and Yingli gradually developed respect for Xiao Chen and decided to follow him in practice. From then on, Xiao Chen was no longer alone, and he was accompanied by someone on every adventure. Chapter 14 Sect Competition. The King Yun Sect's 10-year sect competition is about to begin. All the disciples of the sect were gearing up, and Xiao Chen was elected as the representative of the competition. At the competition site, the aura surged, and the entire competition hall was like a small secret place. The opponents he faced were strong, including geniuses among beginner mystics and elites among middle-level mysters. Xiao Chen used the soul crystal swordsmanship, every shot was extremely precise, and he won again and again. The elder's face was solemn, "This sun is extraordinary, if you don't pay attention to it, I'm afraid it will change the entire sect pattern." Xiao Chen smiled secretly in his heart, "This is just the first step." Chapter 15 The Gate of the Secret Realm. After winning the sect competition, Xiao Chen was qualified to enter the Absolute Shadow Secret Realm. The door of the secret realm was hidden in the clouds and mist on the top of the mountain, emitting a dark blue light. After stepping into the secret realm, Xiao Chen faced the trial of space distortion, and every step he took could lose his way. He used his 20 years of experience to crack many mechanisms and break through the traps of the spirit array. In the end, he obtained an ancient heavenly soul ring deep in the secret realm, which contained the power of ancient soul beasts, which could be fused with soul crystal swordsmanship, greatly increasing his strength. Chapter 16 The Shadow of the Past. Just as Xiao Chen was cultivating the power of the heavenly soul ring, the shadow of the low-level Xuan Zi from the past struck again. Former classmates in the sect ridiculed, "Xiao Chen, you are just lucky." Xiao Chen smiled slightly, running a new technique to stimulate the spiritual power in his body to the limit. In an instant, his aura increased sharply, and the elders were shocked, and even their mocking fellow disciples retreated. He said lightly, 20 years ago, I missed the opportunity, but in this life, I will not let go of any possibility. Chapter 17 The First Sect Confrontation. The King Yun sect and the neighboring Xian sect competed for a spiritual vein, and the two sides started a confrontation. Xiao Chen was selected as a striker and participated in the battle with Yingli. The Red Flame sect sent the elite of the sect Flame Heaven Flame. The flame attack was fierce, and it could even melt the earth. Xiao Chen and Yingli cooperated to dodge the flames, using the power of the heavenly soul ring to counterattack, accurately destroying the opponent's formation with every blow. In the end, Xiao Chen broke through the defense of the Flame, single-handedly smashed his Shenzong magic weapon, and the Xian sect retreated. The elders of the sect were amazed and called him the rising star of the King Yun sect. Chapter 18 The Hidden Ancient Clan. The news of the secret realm expedition spread, and the ancient tribe of the northern regions of the Wangsuan continent sent an assassin to secretly observe Xiao Chen. Ming Sha wondered in his heart, where did this son come from? Why is there such an extraordinary destiny? Xiao Chen noticed Ming Sha's whereabouts and took the initiative to set a trap to confront him. The two engaged in a fierce duel in the forest, with soul power exploding, trees breaking, and spiritual energy surging. Xiao Chen cleverly used 20 years of memory and experience to finally force Ming Sha to retreat, but he also knew that the real opponent had not yet appeared. Chapter 19 Spirit Beast War. The sect held an annual Spirit Beast competition, and Xiao Chen and Yingli represented the King Yun sect in battle. In the Spirit Beast arena, the space was changeable and the aura was extremely strong. Xiao Chen and Shadow Li worked together to control the Spirit Beasts Red Flame Lion and Shadow Soul Wolf, and fight wits and strength with their opponents. During the game, Xiao Chen discovered that his opponent was using forbidden spells, and the spirit beast was almost defeated. He sneered, activating the soul crystal sword technique and the heavenly soul ring power, turning the spirit beast into a battle flame, instantly reversing the situation. The audience exclaimed, and the elder's face was solemn, "This kid is no longer just a genius, but an outlier." Chapter 20 The peak is just emerging. After a series of trials and battles, Xiao Chen's cultivation has improved by leaps and bounds, and he has broken through the bottleneck of the middle-level mysterist. His name began to spread throughout the 10,000 mystery continent, even attracting the attention of other sects. At night, he and Yingli stood on the top of the mountain, overlooking the Wangsuan continent. 20 years later, if I am still here, I can only look up to others. Xiao Chen whispered. In this life, I want to overlook all lives and control the world. Under the starry sky, his eyes burned like flames, and the spiritual energy of heaven and earth seemed to flow around him, indicating that there would be greater storms and legends in the future. Chapter 21 The Challenge of the Ancient Clan. The ancient tribe of the northern regions of the Wangsuan continent sensed Xiao Chen's rise and sent the strongest assassin Ming Sha to challenge. Ming Sha's whole body was surrounded by a black and purple aura, holding the soul-breaking sword, and his eyes were full of murderous intent. Xiao Chen and Ying Li joined forces to fight, their figures were like light and shadow intertwined, and the soul crystal swordsmanship and shadow technique were combined to repel many raids. The more the Ming Sha battled, the more crazy it became, as if he wanted to crush Xiao Chen with speed and strength. But Xiao Chen sneered, "You are too anxious." He used the power of the heavenly soul ring to turn his spiritual power into a flame barrier, and forcibly counterattacked the combo of the underworld temple. In the end, the Ming Sha was forced to retreat, and the ancient tribes of the northern regions were shocked. This kid is no longer an existence we can despise. Chapter 22 Warcraft Wasteland. King Yunsek dispatched elite disciples to the Warcraft Wasteland to gather spiritual materials. Xiao Chen volunteered to lead the team, accompanied by Yingli. In the wasteland, the magical beasts were raging, the huge mountains of desolate beasts rampaged, and the spiritual energy between heaven and earth surged. Xiao Chen used swordsmanship and the heavenly soul ring to lead his disciples to kill the desolate beasts one by one. Once, he confronted an ancient desolate demonic beast head-on, and the beast claws smashed down like steel, shaking the earth and cracking. Xiao Chen sneered, using his swordsmanship to break open the chest of the desolate demon beast, sucking its soul into the heavenly soul ring, greatly increasing its strength. Yingli looked at him, secretly respecting in her heart his potential. Far beyond imagination. Chapter 23 Secret Contract. In the depths of the Warcraft Wasteland, Xiao Chen accidentally discovered an ancient altar with a heavenly vault dragon soul sealed on the altar. The dragon soul spoke, his voice like monstrous thunder, "Mortals, if you want to control me, you need to make a contract to bear the flame and wisdom of the dragon." Xiao Chen did not hesitate and made a contract. The dragon soul was injected into his body, his soul power and spiritual power were rebaptized, and the power of swordsmanship exceeded imagination. From then on, every blow he made carried the aura of the dragon soul, and the enemies were all terrified when they saw the gods coming. Chapter 24 The Undercurrent of the Sect. Within the sect, some disciples who were jealous of Xiao Chen teamed up to frame him. They used the forbidden techniques in the secret realm to seal Xiao Chen's cultivation. Xiao Chen had been prepared and secretly set up the heavenly soul ring barrier, turning the trap into his own. When the trap was released, the energy backfired, shocking the setter to death. The sect elder was furious, but he also had to admit, "Xiao Chen, I'm afraid it's no longer under the control of the sect, his power. It's too abnormal." Chapter 25 The Secret Realm Outside the Sky. By chance, Xiao Chen got information. Outside the 10,000 mystery continent, there is a secret realm outside the sky, and the spiritual energy is so strong that it is enough to improve the cultivation of a generation of geniuses for 3 years in a day. He and Yingli stepped into the secret realm and found that the space here was distorted and the speed of time was abnormal, and every step they took seemed to cross a galaxy. There were giant spirit beasts and ancient formations in the secret realm, and every step could lead to death. Xiao Chen used swordsmanship and the power of the dragon soul contract to break through many dangers, obtain rare spiritual materials and ancient books, and his strength soared again. Chapter 26 Star Array. In the depths of the secret realm outside the sky, Xiao Chen encountered the star array, which was a forbidden formation set up by the ancient power. Inside the formation, the starlight was like a sword, and it could instantly slay down mortals. Xiao Chen analyzed the operation law of the formation, broke the core of the formation with the soul crystal sword technique, and at the same time used the power of the dragon soul to reverse the flow of energy. The entire star array was shattered like fireworks being lit, and fragments were scattered in the sky. Xiao Chen stood under the starlight, his figure was like a god, and the spiritual energy rolled all over his body, as if destiny had descended. Chapter 27 Sect Disputes. The King Yin Sect Elder Council fell into division because of Xiao Chen's superior strength. Some elders believed that he should be promoted to the next generation of sect leaders, while others were worried that he was too abnormal and could threaten the order of the sect. During the meeting, the elders' quarrel shook the sky, and even caused a brief explosion of spiritual power. Xiao Chen watched coldly and secretly decided, the sect is just a stepping stone, my goal is the entire Wangsuan continent. Chapter 28 The First Arrival of the Catastrophe. As Xiao Chen's strength soared, his existence began to cause visions of heaven and earth. One night, the sky cracked, and purple thunder fell like a waterfall, which was a sign of the middle-level heavenly tribulation. Xiao Chen faced the catastrophe and had no fear in his heart. He used the power of the dragon soul contract to absorb the thunder energy into his body and transform it into his own use. Thunder flashed, his figure was like a god descending, thunder and flames intertwined, and all the disciples of the sect were stunned. After the heavenly tribulation, Xiao Chen broke through to the high-level Xuanzai and possessed the strength to rule an area. Chapter 29 Dark Conspiracy. The ancient tribe of the northern regions made another move, uniting with other forces to design an assassination attempt on Xiao Chen. They sent the elite assassin Ye Sha to infiltrate the King Yin sect, intending to get rid of Xiao Chen before the sect competition. Xiao Chen had already been on guard, secretly deployed a phantom formation, and started a life and death duel with the Night Demon. The Night Demon was extremely fast, and every blow carried dark spiritual power, but Xiao Chen's swordsmanship and dragon soul power responded flexibly and finally defeated him. The Night Demon fell, and the energy in his body was dissipated, turning into black smoke and disappearing. This time, he completely shocked the ancient clans of the northern regions and made them stop temporarily. Chapter 30 The First Battle at the Peak. The final battle of the sect competition, Xiao Chen and the elites of the King Yin sect faced off against other sect geniuses. The battlefield was like a small secret realm, with spiritual energy surging, magic circles stirring, and spirit beasts rushing. Xiao Chen and Ying Li cooperated tacitly, and the red flame sword shadow and shadow technique were intertwined, stunning the audience like a mythical battlefield. In the end, he single-handedly defeated the enemy's core disciples and won the championship of the competition, becoming famous in the Wangsuan continent. At night, Xiao Chen stood on the top of the mountain, looking at the starry sky. 20 years ago, I could only look up, but now, I want to overlook all life. The dragon soul and the red flame light were intertwined, the spiritual energy of heaven and earth seemed to flow for him, and an unprecedented storm was brewing. Chapter 31 Ancient Artifacts. The sect elder announced that the King Yin sect had an ancient artifact hidden in it, the Xiantian sword, which was said to command all things and control the spiritual power of heaven and earth. When Xiao Chen learned the news, he decided to go to the secret realm to compete for the artifact. In the secret realm, traps are dense, and the ancient formation threatens life with every step. Xiao Chen used the heavenly soul ring and soul crystal swordsmanship to easily crack the spirit formation and go deeper step by step. In the end, he took down the Xiantian sword in the 10,000 light, and the combination of the artifact and the soul crystal sword increased in power, enough to suppress the high-level Xuanzai. Yingli looked at him, secretly awe in her heart. This time, his power is beyond the reach of ordinary people. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 32 The Tribulation is Coming. Xiao Chen's strength skyrocketed, attracting a warning of the catastrophe. The sky cracked, thunder sprinkled on the earth like a waterfall, and the spiritual energy between heaven and earth surged. He channeled the power of the Dragon Soul Contract and the Xiantian Sword, absorbing and transforming the lightning. Each bolt of lightning struck like a divine sword, shattering the surrounding mountains. After the heavenly tribulation, Xiao Chen broke through to the demigod realm. His aura, like a star descending upon the world, shook the myriad profound continent. The ancient tribe of the northern regions was shocked and knelt down. This kid. It's no longer something we can stop. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 33 The Gu Clan Siege. The ancient tribes of the northern regions united with the Xian sect to encircle and suppress Xiao Chen and prevent him from dominating the continent. Tens of thousands of elites gathered at the foot of Wangsuan Mountain, and the demonic flames and black and purple aura enveloped the heavens and the earth. Xiao Chen single-handedly met the enemy. The red flame and the light of the Xiantian sword were intertwined, and the momentum was like a god. He made 3 moves in a row, repelling 100 masters and shattering the enemy forward formation. On the battlefield, the spiritual energy surged, the mountains and forests turned into ruins, and everyone's hearts trembled. This is the real anomaly. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 34 The Secret Realm War. Xiao Chen entered the secret realm of 10,000 souls, in which there were ancient soul beasts and ancient formations. He fought side by side with Ying Li, and the power of the soul crystal swordsmanship, Dragon Soul Contract, and Xiantian Sword was activated at the same time to kill all threats. On the way, Xiao Chen accidentally activated the Forbidden Formation, and the entire secret realm was distorted like a time vortex. He used his 20 years of experience to reverse the operation of the formation, trapping the enemy in a time loop and easily crushing him. In the end, he subdued dozens of ancient soul beasts, and his strength skyrocketed again. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 35 Bloody Battle in the Northern Regions. The ancient tribe of the northern regions made another move, sending the strongest generals Mingxia, Yisha, and Black Phoenix to join forces to challenge Xiao Chen. The 3 forces attacked together, and the sky and earth seemed to be shaking. Xiao Chen sneered. The power of the Xiantian Sword and the Dragon Soul Contract was fully open, and the light was surging like a galaxy, suppressing the 3 of them. During the battle, he created the Red Flame Dragon Shadow, and with each blow, it was like a flame dragon devouring heaven and earth, and the 3 of them retreated one by one. The ancient tribes of the northern regions were forced to retreat, and from then on, the pattern of the Wangsuan continent began to waver. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 36 The Challenge of the Genius Disciple. Within the sect, some jealous people instigated the genius disciples Han Xiao and Fierce Heaven Flame to challenge. Xiao Chen faced the battle, the sword light and flames intertwined, and the heavens and the earth fought like a picture. Han Xiao launched 10 attacks, but Xiao Chen countered them with his scarlet flame sword shadow. The blazing sky flame erupted in fury, its energy scorching the air like the sun. However, Xiao Chen used the Dragon Soul Contract to reverse the flame's power, forcing them back. After the battle, the elder of the sect nodded silently. This son is already an extraordinary person, and he will become the pillar of the sect, even surpassing the entire Wangsuan continent. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 37 The Book of Ancient Heaven. In the depths of the secret realm, Xiao Chen found an ancient heavenly book, which contained the secrets of the heavenly tribulation and the techniques of all races. After cultivating the heavenly book, he could sense the life and death of all things, predict the enemy's actions, and increase the efficiency of soul power operation several times. He and Yingli were in seclusion for several months, cultivating the heavenly book mind method, and their strength skyrocketed to its peak. The distinguishes of the King Yun sect looked at their breath, like a god coming to the world. No one dared to challenge. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 38 Peerless Showdown. The ancient tribe of the northern regions provoked again, this time sending the ancient genius son of the Black Phoenix, known as the Sky Breaker. As soon as he made a move, the spiritual energy of heaven and earth trembled, instantly oppressing all the disciples of King Yun sect. Xiao Chen and Ying Li joined forces to fight. The Soul Crystal Sword, the Dragon Soul Contract, and the Xiantian Sword were activated at the same time, and the space was like a flame ocean rolling. In the end, Xiao Chen used the Red Flame Dragon Shadow to kill the Sky Breaker, and the morale of the entire northern region's ancient clan collapsed. The first appearance of the Wangsuan continent was an existence that could truly rival the ancient genius, Xiao Chen. Chapter 39 Sect Dispute. Xiao Chen's strength was outstanding, and the elders in the sect were divided again. Some people want to make him the sect master, but some people are worried that he will go beyond control. Xiao Chen watched coldly and secretly decided, the sect is just a stepping stone, my goal is the entire Wangsuan continent. He began to secretly lay out disciples, subdue soul beasts, and master secret resources. King Yun sect, because of Xiao Chen, entered a new era. Chapter 40 The Ultimate Catastrophe. After Xiao Chen's breakthrough, the sky split open, bringing down the final calamity, the stellar thunder tribulation. Each bolt of lightning, like the hand of a god, could instantly vaporize even high-ranking profound practitioners. Xiao Chen activated the Dragon Soul Contract and the mysterious Heaven Sword, interweaving crimson flames and lightning as he defied the will of heaven. After the tribulation, he reached the peak of demigodhood, his aura like a descending star, terrifying even the ancient clans of the northern territory and retreating. Chapter 41 The Continent of All Races. The races of the Wangsuan continent began to shake, and the demons, spirits, and demons came to challenge the human race. Xiao Chen led the disciples of the King Yun sect into battle, and the power of the Red Flame Dragon Shadow, Xiantian Sword Light, and Dragon Soul Contract broke out at the same time. In every battle, Xiao Chen could easily crush high-level powerhouses, and even subdue ancient spirit beasts, and his strength skyrocketed to an unimaginable realm. All races were shocked, this is the real human race overlord. Chapter 42 The Awakening of the Dragon Soul. The Dragon Soul Contract reached its peak, and Xiao Chen's soul power turned into a true red flame dragon, becoming one with him. When he made a move, the heavens and the earth shook, the mountains and rivers trembled, and the spiritual energy surged. Ying Li stood aside, tears flashing in her eyes, this is the man I follow. Not just a strong man, but a god. Xiao Chen sneered, who can stop me? All life is in my hands. Chapter 43 The Ancient Clan was destroyed. The strongest elites of the ancient clans of the Northern Territory assembled, intent on besieging the King Yun sect. Xiao Chen led the charge, the Crimson Dragon's shadow intertwined with the mystical sword's radiance, creating a galaxy of flames across heaven and earth. With the secret of the Book of Heaven and the power of the Dragon Soul, he instantly defeated the entire army of the ancient tribe in the northern regions, and masters such as Ming Xia and Ye Xia were forced to kneel down and beg for mercy. The morale of the disciples of the King Yun sect was like a rainbow, and the Wangsuan continent witnessed the true king of the human race for the first time. Chapter 44 The Secret Realm of Vientian. Xiao Chen entered the secret realm of all phenomena, where time and space were incomparably distorted, and every moment was like hundreds of years. In the depths of the secret realm, there existed ancient spirit races, mastering the creation of heaven and earth. Xiao Chen used the power of the Soul Crystal Sword, Xiantian Sword, and Dragon Soul to traverse the secret realm, defeating the guardians of the ancient spirit race and obtaining the ancient treasure, the Creation Pearl. He felt that his strength had broken through the limit, surpassing the demigods and approaching the true divine realm. Chapter 45 Heavenly Tribulation Extreme Realm. The power of the fortune pearl unleashed the final calamity, the myriad heavenly thunder. The sky ripped apart, lightning flashed like a galaxy, and all living things were terrified. Xiao Chen simultaneously activated his crimson flame dragon shadow and the mysterious heavenly sword, enduring the baptism of the thunder and ultimately transforming into a peak demigod, a true god whose power overwhelmed all races. Chapter 46 All Races Surrender. Xiao Chen ruled the Wangsuan continent, and all races had to surrender. The demons, and spirits sent tributes and spiritual materials one after another to show their respect. Xiao Chen stood in front of the Wang clan, the red flame dragon shadow was shining. This continent will be controlled by me from now on, and all lives will bow their heads. Chapter 47 Peerless Ceremony. The King Yun sect held a grand ceremony to celebrate Xiao Chen's reign over the Wangsuan continent. The stars in the sky twinkled like fireworks, and all things trembled. The sect's disciples and officials from all races gathered in awe. Chapter 48 The Secret Method of Desperate Situations. Under the guidance of the Creation Pearl, Xiao Chen learned the secret method of defying all phenomena in heaven, and was able to control life and death and reverse time and space. He had been in seclusion for 3 years, and the spiritual energy between heaven and earth circulated, and the entire Wangsuan continent entered an unprecedented period of stability and prosperity. Chapter 49 The Beginning of the Godhead. Xiao Chen officially broke through the divine realm, and the red flame dragon soul and the Xiantian sword merged into one, forming an absolute dominant force. The stars in the sky bowed their heads, all races surrendered, and the Wangsuan continent truly entered the Xiao Chen era. Ying Li was beside her, tears flashing in her eyes. This time, all adversity and challenges became a thing of the past. Chapter 50 Overlooking All Life. Xiao Chen stood on the top of the 10,000 mysterious continent, the red flame dragon shadow enveloped the heavens and the earth, and the Xiantian sword light illuminated the 4 directions. He looked down on Wansheng, and his heart was full of pride. 20 years ago, I was just an insignificant low-level mysterious person. 20 years later, I will become the god of the Wangsuan continent. All races surrendered, the heavens and the earth shook, and the stars seemed to turn for him. Xiao Chen's eyes swept over every corner of the continent like flames, and he silently thought in his heart, in this life, all lives are in my hands, and the Wangsuan continent is dominated by me. The red flames bloomed, like a god coming to the world, and the legend of the Wangsuan continent finally ushered in the final king, Xiao Chen.